Please work. So far, I think it works. Hello? Can you hear me? Is everything okay now? I hope this is fixed now. Okay, my webcam is moving. I have screen. Okay, I'm going back again in the game. Hopefully nothing stops again. Oh. I'm scared of my webcam. I will let it freeze again. So every time I will move a little bit like this. Like waving to you guys. Yeah, I'm doing there. What's happening? Bad luck Tuesday or something. Can I? Yeah. Or do a silly face or something. Or just do all my hair in front like Sadako from The Ring, and then just like get staring there like at the webcam, looking like I'm crawling out of the webcam. Hey, I have 4 points. And charm. gotta upgrade that charm. Freeze? Freeze? Wait. Shotgun? Assault training intimidates Spectre. Spectre training? Elite agents of the Council of the Spectres have access to special training unavailable elsewhere in the galaxy. Is that important? Spectre. Okay, I'll put 1 on Spectre. Now I have 2 points. When do I get Unity? If I have 4 points in Spectre? I think. Because I see a triangle on 4. Ah yeah, 4 points in Spectre then. Then let's upgrade Spectre then. What is Unity, by the way? Restores dead squad members with. Oh shit! I need that because my squad keeps dying. Okay, doing everything in Spectre. Hey, where are my squad? Safe, just to be sure. Yeah, because it's totally not cool that my squad keeps dying after 2 hits or something. And even if I command them to join me behind a block, they don't come. Or they get shot in between. In midway. That was this. Codex. Master Unity is 100% health with resurrection or something maybe? Hi.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure
Cool.
about having non-humans on our ship, though.
They're on our side.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how
Nihilus was one of us, but Saren killed him, so it's not his fault. Aliens on the ship.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need
Never
your help.
turn away help. Never.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are,
Yep.
allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander, this
Investigate
won't be a
personal
problem.
questions.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess.
Yeah, Presley is
first
kind
post
of an
was
alien
on the
racist.
Azure Corps. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter.
Frigate.
We couldn't even keep track of how
Now
many
you're
ships
here?
they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's
Speciesist.
commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
And return. I don't want to talk to
Carry on,
speciesist.
Yes, sir.
Speciesist. Maybe where do I have to go? What is this? Squad member? Squad member? What's this? Oh wait, I'm not going outside. Hey Kaiden! Long time no see! Spacist. Yeah?
Anything you need, Commander?
Looking for personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Off the record.
All right. Let's label it officially off the record. Got something on your mind?
Straight up, there's something
Okay,
wrong with all
okay, I
this.
will talk to
This
all the
Saren is
crew
looking
members
for
then.
records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
I hear you.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but
Human nature? They're not even human.
It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bond.
What did they train you for?
tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled.
No, not
There were
this year.
results of accidental exposure to element zero in the wound.
The last time I
Makes the
finished
brain
it at
tumors some
AnimeCon
kids
in
grow
Germany
up.
was a couple of years ago, I think. But I did attend AnimeCon in the Netherlands last year, like in The Hague. It was pretty awesome. There were really great cosplayers there. You doubt it was accidental?
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash.
Well, I was supposed to go
A little after
this
discovery
year
of
to
the
AnimeCon in the Netherlands,
It only gets
but
iffy around
the friend who I was meant to
Physics was running
go
out of
with,
physics,
she
so
can't because
still
she has
couldn't rely on
exams
accidentals.
on that period.
Bunch of
So
guys
no,
all
I won't
sharp
go.
at your
Maybe I'll go to
corners.
Abunai.
Well, next thing you know, you're out on jump zero.
I speak Dutch, English, Cantonese, Japanese, and German. Well, German, basic German then. Investigate. Jump Zero? Oh, you live in The Hague.
Gagarin
Cool.
Station, right? What's it
I
like?
used to live in The Hague for 5 years when I studied in Leiden.
Farthest facility we had for decades, right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system.
Actually, it's
It's where
not
they get
great
the
to
boost
know
chase
so
of
many
developers,
languages because I don't really have a mother language.
that feels. It was a sterile
Because,
research platform.
and that's difficult. Because at home I speak Cantonese, but I cannot read Chinese. And my best language should be Dutch. But it's not. I cannot say it's my mother language because I don't speak it at home. I used to. I was born in Hong Kong, and my family moved to the Netherlands when I was 5 years old. And then I lived in Eindhoven for like a long time, 10 years or something. And when I went to college, I went to The Hague to study, to live, and in Leiden to study. And after that, I moved here to Germany to work at Nintendo. Friends.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Canadix kept Jump Zero off the internet.
Yeah, I work at Nintendo. Nintendo of Europe. Time to talk then.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who... She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was
Well,
smart.
actually, they do allow me to play PS3. They do encourage you to play a lot of games. So you have the knowledge. You have built up the knowledge of gaming. I am in the localization. So basically, I do the translations of Japanese Nintendo games and English Nintendo games into Dutch. Did you love her?
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together.
I think the
You know,
I think the only thing is that Nintendo isn't so keen if I play Nintendo games and stream it. They don't really like it. But if I play like PS3 or Microsoft, Sony, they don't care.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
no one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Canadix did
Conadix?
was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were dead.
Sounds rough. Go on.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The Grand Gateway to Humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No
You can
bearing
talk
on
to me, you
this.
know.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Okay. Map. Oh, no, map. And let's go to here. To Lyra. Eh? Oh, here. No, not here. The hell? Lara, where are you? Almost 3 years at Nintendo now. In June 18th, I will work there for 3 years. Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission.
Oh wait, I already
But he
asked
has
you
an
that.
impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself. Maybe because of the headache.
That's what
It's not easy being an L2.
everyone asks me the first thing when I say I work at Nintendo. They say, "Please get me some goodies. Please get me some games." Goodbye. I already asked you this.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Laura, here are you.
Commander, are you coming to
I
check
was
up on me?
worried.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
So, is Dr. Chagos from Star Trek? Did they take over it from you? Yeah, I was thinking about doing giveaways too. But not now because I only have like 30 followers. But maybe if I have like 100 followers, I will do something like a giveaway. I think that would be cool. She's the best.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
You're welcome.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
Oh, cool.
So am
Just
I.
actress.
I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust
Well,
me.
you...
But I am
Yeah.
not like Benezia.
Sorry, humans
I
are
will do
racist.
whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I will. I would do a giveaway in 1 year. I know.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank
I
you.
like to talk about you.
Tell me about
Yeah,
yourself,
tell me
Liara.
about yourself, Lara.
I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten
You must get
Prothean ruins.
lonely.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers. But I was always careful.
Can
Until
you
the
hook
Geth
up with
followed me to
Lyra?
Artemis Tau. I never found myself in a situation
Can you
my
hook up
biotics
with
could
her?
not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me.
I'm flirting with all the chicks in the game.
Get away from other people.
Why is that?
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to
Oh, shit.
follow in Benezia's footsteps.
Sorry,
They
Ashley.
wanted me to become a leader of
Or
our people.
Tali, right?
Leaders guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an
Discover.
archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
It's not foolish.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I found
Oh,
you
she
so
finds me
fascinating. You were
fascinating.
marked with the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by
I'm
world-leading Prothean
fascinating?
technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect
No,
me
no,
in the
no,
lab
no, no.
somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen
What?
for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
I wasn't serious.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this
No
conversation
way.
never happened.
I want to talk to you more.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I
You
hope so.
sound troubled.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her. And this was not like her.
Asadi
Something
Kocha?
changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation
Rumors?
about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our
Mating
facial expression. My
rituals.
species is monogendered, male and female. and
What?
has no real meaning for us. We still require
What?
a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any
Like
gender.
lore? Okay, I will look at the codex yet. Hi, Tensor. How's that possible?
I don't understand. Your species can
Oh my
mate with
god! Lyra can mate with anyone! Lyra, Lyra, Lyra!
Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our
Yeah, I like
daughters.
it too.
It is
Yeah,
how we
yeah,
learn
yeah,
to grow
yeah.
as a species and
I
how
like
we
where this is
develop
going.
a greater understanding of other races.
What about the other?
What
And
happens to
Shep
your
is like
partner after
super
the union?
curious about the mating
Every
process.
relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many
Decades?
decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient
Huh?
species live as
Is
long
your
as
internet
mortals.
down?
We have learned to
Fix
take a
it.
philosophical approach to our unions.
Of course I'm curious. I
Focus
wanna,
on
you
the
know,
level
hook up.
of ourselves. Instead,
That's
we
why I
have
have
time
points
to
in
spend with
charm.
them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both
Who
time
was your
and
father?
space.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Wait, she rarely spoke of her partner, for I know my father, if you want to use the term, was another side. You can do that?
I thought you always needed another species to serve
The
as
only
your
point
companion.
of charm.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species.
Not for the purpose of
Asari daughters inherit racial
reproduction.
traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained. Or
Have
so
you guys
conditioned
heard
wisdom
about that
holds.
Steam
I
game?
am what is sometimes
The
called
the dating sim game where you can
No
date
Asari would ever be
pigeons.
cruel enough to say that
Like,
to my face.
you're in a high
Pigeons
school full of
don't.
pigeons, and you're
It is
the only
possible
human
Venezia's
girl, I
partner was
think.
embarrassed by that
And then you
union.
have to like
She may have been
hook up
too
with the
ashamed
pigeons.
to publicly
It's
acknowledge
like
me as
what?
her offspring.
What? A pigeon game? A dating sim with pigeons? What was it? What was the title? Something like Hato no boyfriend or something? Hato? Is it possible that the partner was embarrassed by the union? She may have been too ashamed to public unknown. You don't know that. That's terrible. That's terrible.
How could anyone abandon their own child?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life.
Yeah, dating
Something
pigeons.
happened
And
to
it's
her
like
before she had the chance.
you see pictures of real pigeons, and then suddenly there's like a flash of a anime drawn boy, of how the pigeon would look like if it's an animated boy in anime. Yeah, I think I'll buy that game and just stream it just for fun. Goodbye. You
I
should
should
go.
go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
But let's talk later. Maybe over dinner or something? Map. Okay, I have Kaiden. Where are the other members? Maybe go up. Open. Okay. No. Okay. Have fun with the Eurovision. I'll catch the later who won and stuff. I'll root for UK. Why not? Because the Dutch one sucks. I talked to you already. Maybe I should save. Just to be sure. Actually, maybe that's like the true story of Mass Effect. How to pursue Lyra or Ashley or Tali or something.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
You sure what you want that?
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this.
7 weeks for
No
such a
medal's worth
small
that.
beard?
So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
Ship status report?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you,
Okay, I've
I'm
talked to you
anything
already.
but average.
I
have
have
to
to go.
All right, see ya.
Yeah. Let's start another mission. Wait, what's behind here? Nothing. Okay. So where do I have to go next, actually? Maybe look into my log. Wait, look into my log. Oh. Elevator. Elevator. Map. Will it show? No, it doesn't show. Come on, open the freaking door. I'm going down. No, I want an elevator. Is this an elevator? Yep, elevator. This takes so... Look how slow the elevator goes. Look how slow the elevator goes. What the fuck? Let me look. Map. Oh, there's a lot. Here is Tali. Let's go to Tali first. Tali, I'm coming. Eh? What?
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
This ship is special.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel.
No,
line into a
Nintendo's not
converted
coming out with a
ship
smartphone, but they're coming with a smartphone.
I'm
Yeah,
sitting on board one of
the
most
games for
advanced
smartphones.
vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for
I think the
bringing me along.
first
Traveling
game will
on a
be
vessel
coming out
like this
next
is
year.
a dream come true for me.
You're into ships?
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast.
Will Tali ever take her mask off?
We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the get.
That was 300 years ago.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly.
We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine and process our own fuel.
Oh.
But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain
Interesting.
the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so
Investigate
important.
Quarians.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce,
Classified.
and we are constantly on the move.
Well, I just have to
Everything we
use
do
my
must
charm
in
on her
some
then.
way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other
Like
species
what?
take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents
It's like
to have
China.
more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily
Okay.
repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
Multiple births. What?
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition
Alright, One World.
that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them
You're
advice
democratic?
and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the
Okay.
Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board
harsh.
must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4
Wow.
times.
Yes.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them.
We
and how they
created
turned on
them?
us.
Wait, what?
Interesting.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created
Shepard,
to
come
serve as
on.
an automated
More emotions.
manual labor force. Initially,
Show
their
more
intelligence
interest.
was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true
Welcome
AI
back,
status.
One World. Isn't AI research illegal?
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable
Neural
matrix.
network?
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
Okay.
So there's some sort of
Like
group
ants.
consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a
Wow,
subconscious.
so much information.
But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original
I don't get it.
independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and
I'm turning on the light.
creations.
Be right back.
All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why
Okay,
am
back.
I here? What is my purpose?
I'm learning
As you
maybe
can
a little bit
imagine,
too
this caused
much.
a near
It's
panic
so
among
many
my
information. Is there like books about Mass Effect? It must have books, right? Explaining everything. Why?
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent,
Okay.
then we were essentially using them as
I have to
slaves.
read the codex a
It
little
was
bit more then.
inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
They defended.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We
Okay.
had no other choice.
Codex.
The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war
So
was long
basically,
and
it was
millions upon millions
your
of
fault.
Quarians died at their hands.
that the
In the
Geth
end, we
revolted.
were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I already said that.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
Sorry.
I didn't mean to offend you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. Most Quarians tend to have pretty strong
Okay.
opinions about the Geth.
I'm not asking about the Geth anymore.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the
Do they
crew.
always?
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I already asked that, right?
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
Yeah, I already asked that.
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until
Okay,
they find
let's
something
change.
worthwhile.
I want to talk about something else.
Goodbye.
Like what?
I should go.
Oh, wrong button. Map. So I have Garrus, Ashley, Rex. Let's go to Ashley first. Hi, Ashley. Of course.
Commander.
Of course.
I keep an open door policy.
Open
If you
door
have any concerns, lay
policy.
them on me.
Especially the bedroom door.
Right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned.
No
about
one
the
cares
aliens,
about the
Karen
guys.
and Rex.
Except if you play as the female shepherd, then you care about the guys.
Access to the ship.
Should they have full access to a ship? What do you mean?
Don't mince words, Chief. What's your concern?
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them
Racist,
free rein to poke around
spacist,
vital systems.
Spacious.
Engines, sensors, weapons.
I can't. You don't trust?
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies.
So racist.
We, humanity, have to learn to rely on
We need
ourselves.
allies.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem
So
now, if their
distrusting.
backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
I don't see that as inevitable.
Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and
What?
run, you'll do it.
What?
As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racist.
Not really.
Not really.
What?
Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up
Yeah.
a rifle and swore the oath
Not
of
my
service.
cat, not my
I
dog,
guess
not my
we just
pet.
tend to think of Earth's interests
My
as our
pet's
own.
my family, man. You have to work with aliens, come on.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
What about me?
Anyone I ordered you to?
That depends, sir. If you ordered me to kiss a superior officer, that would be a violation of the regs concerning fraternization. That would make it an illegal order. I'd be required to decline
What?
command.
What?
Sir,
What's your opinion on the last mission?
not sure
I'm a
buy
cat
Dr.
person more
Summer's
also,
story about
but
how
I
Mom
love
not
dogs
talking.
too.
They're family, right?
I believe her.
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
That wouldn't be appropriate.
Is that the best way to spend your time, Chief?
I read you, Commander. I'll behave.
You're so mean, Ashley. I don't want to. I don't want to charm you anymore.
That's impressive.
I don't want to charm you anymore.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward
Yeah,
to it,
but
sir.
Ashley's so mean and racist. I don't like her. Let's talk to Rex.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no
There's no
story.
story.
Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Just a short one.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was
Will she change for the better later on? Ashley. That's unfortunate.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It isn't?
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children
No.
survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying
I
your
see your
entire
point. Don't be so
species?
mean.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't
Sorry.
humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I won't.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me,
Whoa.
Shepard.
Whoa.
As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Extinction.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not
That's
settlers.
true.
We're warriors. We
No
want to
spoilers.
So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
Genophage. Genophage.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth. And most,
Oh no, my webcam is frozen again.
every Krogan is infected.
Oh, the freaking hell is wrong with my
Find a cure.
stream today? What?
Why don't the Krogan try?
I have to
When
redo
was
the streaming
last
shit
time
again.
You saw a Krogan scientist. You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time.
I always stare at the camera when it freezes. Maybe I shouldn't stare at the camera. Maybe I have a freezing glare or something. Return. I see.
So long, Rex.
Okay, let's save. Yeah. Okay. I'm setting up, resetting the stream again. Back in the GIF.